Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I'm Maddie, and this is Next Flicks, a show where we keep you up to date on all things Netflix, what to watch, what's new, what not to watch, and a bunch of other things at that. On our first episode, I'm joined by a very close friend of mine and my co-host for the evening, Austin. Say hello, Austin.
Hello, everybody. My name is Austin Rosenberry. I am Maddie's brother. I graduated from Shippensburg University.
Boo!
The prestigious Shippensburg University, I should say. Fellow PSAC school, so, just helping a fellow PSAC student out with some homework.
Thank you for helping us out today. So let's just jump right in on what we're going to be doing. So basically, I'll ask you a few questions. We run it back, the usual thing. Is there anything you've recently watched on Netflix that you recommend off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head, I've been watching Big Mouth. It's a animated series, comedy. I think Nick Kroll is one of the creators of the show, and Jordan Peele is one of the writers as well.
What do you think about it? Well, how do you feel about the new season?
The new season is pretty raunchy, not gonna lie to you.
That's definitely
a lot of humor
expected.
in it. Yeah, for sure. A lot of humor and just a lot of raunchy jokes, and they try to just bring, I guess it's puberty to light pretty much for little kids.
For the
like
youth.
That. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not a little kid's show, that's for sure.
Yeah, I would say so. It's kind of misleading as a cartoon, but I feel like nowadays there's a lot of that. Is there anything that you've watched that you want to give to our audience members not to waste their time on, maybe?
Not to waste your time on. I'll have to get back to you on that because I can't think of anything off the top of my head because Netflix just keeps putting out the hits,
Yeah, right. I feel like some of those Netflix originals that are like European movies where like the voices don't match like the mouth really kind of bother me a bit, but other than that.
I agree with that. Like a show that I actually like to watch was kind of in a different language. It was called Lilyhammer. I don't know if you're familiar.
Yeah.
The
guy with the dog.
It's when a former mobster goes into witness protection and he chooses to go to Denmark, and so the show is kind of in Swedish, but there's English in it too.
The star of that, wasn't he on The Sopranos?
Yeah, I forget his name, but he was in The Sopranos and pretty much every probably Italian mafia movie there is probably.
Yeah, right. I know that they're removing a lot of new things. Is there anything that's getting removed that you're a little upset about? I think they're removing that 70s show, and I saw that animated Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, I did see that they took that 70s show off. I like to watch that 70s show, just something to throw on, as background noise even. Sometimes you don't even watch the show.
That's what I do most of the time.
You just have to have something on sometimes. So that was a good one to watch and kind of just bring back memories. I used to watch that 70s show before school sometimes. It was either watching that 70s show, Boy Meets World, or I'm watching music videos before I head out to school. So that's why I like those.
That.
Yeah.
The days of old.
Indeed.
I know that they're adding a lot of stuff too. I think Jeopardy's getting added, and there's a stand-up special that's also getting added.
Oh, nice. Jeopardy, yeah. R.I.P. Alex Trebek, shout out to him.
The man, the legend.
The man with the questions, absolutely. Something I'll probably, like I said, something else I'd throw on as background noise sometimes, probably, I actually just recently watched Survivor.
Oh.
They put 2 seasons of that on there. I guess it was 2 of the best seasons they've ever had. And, during COVID, quarantine, lockdown here, I kind of have a lot of time on my hands. So I just flew through those 2 seasons real quick and got hooked on Survivor. So now I'm hooked on that again.
So you recommend Survivor?
Oh, heck yeah. Survivor's a good show. Get the competitiveness out of you, I guess you could say. It makes you wonder if you could really do it. And I think I'd
You
win.
think you can?
I would be the lone survivor. You heard it here first.
Oh my!
You heard it here first, folks.
That's incredible. So you heard it here. Whatever the date is, he's gonna be the next survivor.
Sign me up.
I know that there's a lot comparison between Hulu and HBO and Netflix, and like the new Disney Plus. Any thoughts on that?
And as far as what, like, differences between?
Yeah, like, like what do you prefer? I feel like, or do
I
you just bounce around?
Yeah, I like to bounce around. Like, I like my certain shows on certain platforms, obviously. But one feature that Netflix has is like the random selection feature. Like, you can kind of.
Oh yeah, that's new. That's new.
It's like almost like it's almost like putting your phone on shuffle whenever you listen to music. You know what I mean? It kind of picks a random song
I've done that
or a random
before,
show.
and I've actually had a good movie like picked for me. So I like that it does that, but sometimes they're a little weird.
Right. Sometimes they are weird, but I don't know. Somehow Netflix finds a way to kind of tend to your categories you like. I don't know how they do that.
Yeah, that's what I was looking into that, and they have like a secret I don't even know how to say it. Algorithm.
Algorithm. An algorithm.
I couldn't say.
That's okay.
But they won't ever reveal it. I mean, they have a little bit on the internet about it, but it's like top secret. It says in all black. It's a little odd to me. I feel like I want to really look into that. But as far as
they're like
it
spying
goes,
on you.
yeah, like your Google account, or maybe, I don't even know.
Oh, okay.
But on it says they just kind of to pick. You know how they have that selection like for you,
like suggestions
Austin,
for
suggestion
you,
for
like
Austin,
preferences. Yeah.
They go by like your genre, the certain actors that you like watch in movies. Whenever something's just dropped, they said that's like a key too, and they use time of the day you watch things too. So like if you're usually like at night person watching stuff, so they kind of like guess your age by that, I guess, because you don't ever really have to.
What about people that just leave their TV on the whole time? Like, I leave shows on for my dogs to watch when I leave the house.
Hey,
I make sure
honestly,
I don't want them to be too bored at
I
home.
clean and do laundry. I'm not even watching things, but I guess we're like those 10% of that calculation that.
I wonder if it somehow is something to do with like how your phone listens in to like what you're saying. Almost like you'll be talking about Mrs. T's pierogies, and all of a sudden you'll see an ad pop up about Mrs. T's pierogies.
You don't even say it out loud half the time, and you be thinking it. And then
really, honestly though.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy these days. Do you still use cable?
Nah, I ditched cable because it's cheaper just to have these streaming devices, these streaming sites. Honestly, I guess you could say these apps like Netflix, Hulu,
well,
HBO,
they have all these
all
bundle
that.
Deals and everything.
Exactly, they can just get, and then Spotify is involved with that too. Like that jumps in there, and it's like a whole package, and they make it easy just to go with that route instead of worrying about cable and the monthly fees and everything. Obviously, every monthly fees for Netflix, but that's that's what tends to what you like. That's your preferences and your shows. You have your favorites.
Are like really...
Exactly.
So, do you think that cable's gonna be like a dying art? Like it's just
for sure. Yeah.
In the next so many years.
Absolutely. Even on my Amazon Prime account on my my PlayStation, my Amazon Prime account, I click on that and it has links to channels for Netflix, channels for HBO, channels for Hulu, like different channels for two different devices. It's weird. It's like it's pretty cool how they do that, but
so it is really weird. It makes it easy too to see everything, and you kind of get the most out of everything out there rather than channels. Something through 65, but
but then through the channels, I don't think you can watch the Netflix originals or the Hulu originals or anything like that.
Right, and that's why I feel like it's such a good and demanding site to be a part of and be a member in.
Right, exactly, because people love their shows, and like I said, times like this, there's not much to do other than watch your favorite shows or movies, you know what I mean?
Do you remember when Netflix, didn't they have the discs?
Yeah, they used to come in the mail. I remember Dad used to get them, and they would come in through the mail, and it'd be like, oh, we got a new movie tonight.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? And then you'd open it up, and
and now it's come to just logging on. You can get on your phone and just sit around.
Literally. You could have a movie playing in 2 minutes, less than, guaranteed, just on your phone. And that's the thing, too. Accessibility. You can watch Netflix anywhere, whether it's on your phone, on your laptop, on your gaming system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like that's a lot easier for parents as well, like with toddlers and stuff, like giving them those little tablets where they're able to just
Right. They even have a little kids section as soon as you create an account. Like, just
yeah.
it involves just
instantly.
strictly
You
kids
don't even
shows.
have to- and they're not exposed to any of
And
that
don't
other
get me
stuff.
wrong, I'm clicking on that channel too. I'm watching my old school movies, like when I was
Absolutely.
like Toy Story and all that.
Lion
Even if
King,
Toy Story is on Hulu, I'll still watch it on Netflix or whatever.
because they're already on it
exactly.
or whatever. It's a lot easier to access too. Going back to the algorithms question, I know that Netflix like picks categories for you, and then people tend to actually like what they picked. So, do you mind that they're spying on you in a sense?
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're really spying. Just kind of like you said, using like your phone's data or like your however it is they figure that out to understand what you're talking about. I don't mind them using that because it kind of makes it easy to pick a category or pick a movie or a show really fast. You know what I mean? It kind of just like has your decision already made almost. You know what I mean? So
Right.
you don't really have to think too much on what you want to watch because it's already right in front of you
Yeah, I
what you
feel
want to
like
watch, and you know that.
Being younger and watching it, like I remember being around when you were like in junior high school, you had to like go through everything,
Right.
almost, to pick
Exactly.
something that you wanted, like each genre of thing. But so, wrapping things up, do you have any questions for me or about the show or anything else?
Yeah. I mean, just tell me a little bit more about like what exactly is the show. I mean, what's your goal here of for Next Flicks here moving forward?
I mean, I feel like my ultimate goal is to just kind of like be the person that people go to in terms of like finding something to watch and what not to watch, what to not waste their time on, and what actually is good. So I feel like keeping people up to date with that is something that I strive to do in the future, just kind of helping out in that sense.
I gotcha. So, you know, you want to make sure it's up to date, like you said. So if something's not being watched, you want it off the show. Or you
Right.
want it, or
Yeah,
you want
like
it
there's
off the
no point
platform.
for it being there.
Right, I
It's
gotcha.
just wasting
You want to find out
space.
what people are wanting, so that you know opens up more opportunity to make more of the show. You know what I mean? Moving forward
Right.
with that.
Provide that
Yeah.
feedback, like that one-on-one. People kind of don't sometimes have people to talk to, so they can just kind of look something up if they want to watch something or not.
Right, I got you. Yeah, no, well, thanks for having me on. You know, it was a pleasure meeting you, even though we're related. Run that back real quick.
All right, thank you for joining us. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Austin.
Have a great rest of your evening watching Netflix.